Have you ever felt like this after a long day at work? Stress isn't an illness, but if stress-related symptoms aren't managed and the pressure we feel exceeds our coping techniques, our mental health can suffer. There are many reasons you might feel under pressure, overwhelmed or stressed at work. Common triggers of stress at work are lack of control in your job, time pressures or excessive or inflexible working hours, too much or too little work or responsibility, confusion about your duties or responsibilities, lack of job satisfaction, too few development opportunities, inadequate training, poor work-life balance, difficult relationships at work including bullying or harassment, lack of support and or contact with colleagues, organisational issues and change like restructuring or job changes. We often spend more time at work than with our loved ones. It's therefore crucial for our mental health that we prevent or minimise the impact of these issues. Here are some practical tips to help you deal with workplace stress. No one understands workplace stress better than your own colleagues. They can be a big source of support when it comes to the management of everyday tasks and during periods of uncertainty. However, relationships with colleagues can become strained because of things like working conditions, workload inequality, bullying and harassment, or personality clashes. If you're having difficulties, try to communicate effectively. Talk to them face to face if you can. Build a good enough working relationship with your manager or supervisor. That way, if you have personal issues that affect your work, they can look at what measures and support could be put in place. Reflect on your own behaviour. You don't have to like all of your colleagues, but it's important to create a mutually respectful environment. Build time for engagement with your peers and teams, especially if you work remotely. Encouraging everyone to support each other rather than compete will lead to a healthier and happier working environment. Talk on the phone, especially if it's a quick question. Calls can lead to faster problem solving than an email for more in-depth discussions. There are many demands on us in the modern workplace. Add to that an increased sense of competitiveness, where people's value is attributed to how busy they are, and it's not great for anyone's mental health. Technology also blurs the lines between rest and work as we become available 24/7. Developing boundaries to manage other people's expectations of you is important. Learning to be more assertive and say no will help prevent resentment from creeping in as a result of work overload. To say no with context, focus on being honest and explaining what can and can't be done. Good time management helps you stay in control, increases your productivity, and means you can manage your workload better. But how can you do that? Get organised. Prioritise your workload with a to-do list. If you're struggling with this, ask your manager to help. Deal with problems as they arise. Putting them off can create more stress and affect your concentration. Schedule your annual leave or holiday entitlement. This ensures you always have a break to look forward to. Take breaks. Fresh air or a change of scenery can work wonders. Stick to office hours. Strict boundaries between work and home are key to maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Make time for creativity and step away from your screen. Avoid the treadmill of busyness for a while. This can inspire innovation and recharge your batteries. There are lots of tools out there to help you manage your tasks and time more effectively. We offer a free online course to learn more about time management. Figuring out your priorities helps you keep track of where you want to be without putting too much pressure on yourself. Do you want a promotion? Are you working towards a different role? Do you want to learn a new skill? Keeping the bigger picture in mind ensures that you don't get demotivated or lose sight of your goals. Focus your energy on what you can change. It's really easy to worry about the future or things that may never happen. Live in the present as much as you can. Focus your energy on what you can do today. At the end of the day, reflect on what you've achieved. Highlighting these things makes you consider what you can control and influence around you. Whether it's restructures, budget cuts, or other adjustments, change can be difficult. Change is particularly stressful when you feel your opinions aren't heard. So if your employer invites you to participate in planning or evaluations, speak up. Getting involved can give you a greater sense of control. At the very least, this will provide a better understanding of why decisions have been made. Self-care is important, not just in the workplace, but outside of it too. These tips can help you to prioritise your own needs. Have a regular sleep cycle. Go to bed and wake up at consistent times. This helps your body develop a routine. Stay hydrated. This helps you maintain focus and concentration. Dehydration causes irritability and makes decision-making harder. Take up exercise. If you're in a job which is largely sedentary, regular exercise prevents stress overload. It also releases endorphins, which makes us happier. Relaxation. This maintains and develops your mental health. Reading, listening to music, yoga, a walk in nature, whatever works for you. If you find sleep difficult, you could try meditation. Practice self-compassion. This will give you the energy you need to work and live well. We're all responsible for our own health and well-being, but employers also have a duty of care when it comes to your occupational health and well-being. Familiarise yourself with the referral procedure, especially if you've had physical or mental health problems that affect your work. Usually, a line manager can refer you. Other places to seek support are Welfare or Counselling Department, or EAP. This can support you and help you deal with stress. Taking time to look back at your coping mechanisms with a professional can be extremely beneficial. HR or personnel, for advice around problems at work. Unions, or if you don't know whether you have a representative union, talk to Citizens Advice. Sometimes they can help if you think you haven't been treated fairly at work. Visit your GP. If you're worried about the impact of stress on your health, please contact your GP. Workplace stress can cause an unbearable work environment, but with these tips, you can take back some control and have a more enjoyable experience in your job.